Hey guys, me host Superstar, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's Marvel's Great Gargoyle and Genis Vell. So, these two are from the KREE SENTRY BAF wave. We have reviewed most of the figures now, there's just Nick Fury to go. But these figures, I'm doing them together because I'm unfamiliar with Great Gargoyle. After looking into his history, I don't know why he's in this wave. Genis Vell, I get why he's in this wave. He had run-ins with Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, the KREE and everything like that. So I understand why he's here. What's he doing here? As far as I can tell from Great Gargoyle, he had many run-ins with like Thor. And he was like one of the main opponents of like the Avengers and stuff, back when it was called Tales of Suspense and things like that. And then we had Tales of Suspense, and what was the other one? The one that Thor was in, Journey into the Mystery with the Mighty Thor. He was in that comic quite a lot, so unsure as to why he's in this wave. But the figure looks cool, so let's take a look at him. So the Great Gargoyle, first of all, Dr. Paul Duval discovers his ability to turn his body to stone and becomes the transmuting mercenary Great Gargoyle. Then we have Genis Vell, which has got a really cool artwork on the back, by the way. So is this one, actually. It's not figure art on the back for once, it's actually real artwork. And it states on the back, born of a Titanian Eternal, Genis Vell possesses the indomitable strength and uses powerful negabands to channel his incredible energy blasts. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at both of these figures anyway, guys. Let's get them out of the packaging and have a look. Okay. Genis Vell looks cool. I like the green and stuff. It just looks really cool. Box back together real quick. Okay, Great Gargoyle as well. Let's just break him out of the packaging. Okay, so here is Great Gargoyle out of the packaging. He looks awesome. I'm loving the cape on him. He's quite a tall figure when he stands up, actually. It's quite large. So that face sculpt as well is pretty nice, with the dark eyes, with the big grin. Pretty sinister, so he can look up pretty far as well as down and left and right. The arms do lift up at the side here. We do have a rotation at the top hinge as well as at the bicep. We have a double hinge elbow there. And the hands are on a ball joint as well. We have an ab crunch here as well, so we can crunch them forwards as well as backwards. There is also a waist swivel. Legs lift out pretty far, as well as forwards and backwards, with a top thigh cut, a double hinged knee as well, and a boot cut, with a rocker and pivot for the ankle as well. So lots of articulated points. The only thing I don't like is the cape. It does have one of those little nubs that sits in his back, that once you kind of pull it out, it's a nightmare to get back in. And it does also slot around his arms as well. But that cape piece is going to be a pain. Just like the one that was on the Vision figure. So yeah, both his hands are in kind of like the claw-like positions. With the other hand kind of looks like he can hold something, so that's pretty cool. So what I know about Great Gargoyle from the brief little look-up I did on my Marvel app, it does seem that his main kind of run-in was with Thor, and a part of the Mighty Thor series, and he kind of was an adversary of the Avengers for a while. And then during, he kind of had a run-in with She-Hulk and some of the other female Avengers as well. Went up against Nick Fury and the Falcon, but yeah, that's kind of about it for that character. I've not really known much else about him other than the fact that he did join up with the Masters of Evil and AIM as well as the Worthy. So, not sure about that one. I might be keeping him in my collection, I'm not sure yet. He's a pretty cool figure. But I love Genis Vell even more. I love the see-through look of the body. It has got like a translucent quality. The head is a little bit looser than I would have liked, though. It's not stopping it from being posed, though, which is good. It doesn't flop down or anything. The mask itself, does it come off? No, it doesn't. That's a shame. I like this little band going across him, though. And he has these bands here that give him his power, that he force his blasts out of his hands. But it does also come with a pistol as well. And he does have a nice holster here as well to use it. That's pretty cool. He also has a hole in the back as well. So we can make him look down as well as all the way up, which is pretty cool because he's got a lot of movement there in that neck. The arms lift up as far as this top piece will allow. It doesn't scuff, but it does hinder the articulation a little bit. But there is rotation at the bicep with a double hinge elbow there, and the hands are on a rocker. Sorry, are on a ball joint. You can crunch him forwards and backwards as well as a waist swivel. Legs lift out pretty far as well as forwards. And all the way back with a top thigh cut there, a double hinged knee on these as well, and a boot cut as well there, as well as a crazy rocker ankle pivot. I'm liking Genis Vell more than Grey Gargoyle, I think, in this one. I may end up keeping Genis Vell and end up selling Grey Gargoyle. I just don't think I've got a place for Grey Gargoyle in my collection. I don't have any other characters that go with him other than Thor, really. So, can you guys convince me in the comments below why I should keep him? But Genis Vell is an awesome figure. He actually looks really sweet. Like I said, I love that see-through look of his face and stuff. It's just a really all-round awesome figure. So yeah, definitely keeping Genis Vell, which I actually was, at the time of looking, I think I was the least underwhelmed with this figure because I had no idea who he really was. That's been the trouble with this wave. There are a lot of figures that I'm not aware of. The next couple of waves we've got after this, I'm fully aware of all the characters. Obviously, we've got the Deadpool, we've got Professor Xavier, and then we've got the X-Men wave as well. So I'm really looking forward to those waves. These early waves this year, I've had a little bit of trouble with character recognition, but you gotta take the good with the bad. Just because I don't know them doesn't mean you guys don't. There's a lot more people out there with a lot more knowledge than what I've got. But guys, I'm gonna go to the desk cam and give you guys an up-close personal look at these figures because they are pretty sweet. I want you to take a look at them. So let's go to the desk cam. Okay guys, here they are out of the packaging, looking sweet. So Genis Vell is probably my favourite one in this series. I really like this figure, for a comic book figure as well. Especially for a figure that I know very little about. I love the design of the actual toy itself. Now, I know a little bit of information thanks to my Marvel app. I'm going to go ahead and read some of the comic books about this guy because I'm kind of intrigued now. Because he is actually depicted as to be the son of Mar-Vell. So that's why he's been included in this wave, I think. And he's from the KREE Empire. He's also been in the Captain Marvel in the Marvel Universe. And then you've got Genis Vell would become the third to carry the name of Captain Marvel. So that's very interesting. Ooh, page is kicking off in the background. Genis Vell first appeared in the Silver Surfer Annual number 6 using the codename of Legacy. He also appears in various Marvel titles from 1984 to 1995, primarily with Silver Surfer and a Cosmic Power miniseries. So that's kind of information we have on him. He was originally going by the name Legacy. He also joined the Thunderbolts and was killed by Baron Zemo in issue 100. So that's kind of as much as I really know. The fact that he was one of the Eternals living on Titan, so that's a pretty cool start. The fact that he's from Titan makes it interesting. That means isn't he the same? If it's a Titan, isn't it the same thing as like Thanos? So that's very interesting. We see a lot more of him during the Kree Skull War apparently. So I'm going to go back and read that Kree Skull War comic again because I have read that comic, but I don't remember this character. So I'm going to go ahead and reread that comic book. Going back to Grey Gargoyle, though, he's pretty cool as well. But again, I just don't have any characters that go with him. The Black Knight goes with him. And they have the whole Acts of Vengeance storyline with Doctor Doom. I don't have a Doctor Doom. The only character I really have to go with this guy would be kind of like Spider-Woman, She-Hulk, and Thor. So I'm not sure if this is a guy I'm going to be keeping in my collection. This was one of the figures I was most excited about as well. I thought the original design actually looked really cool. But in person, I don't think I'm digging this as much as I originally thought. And I really feel bummed out about that. Guys, can you convince me to keep this guy in the comments below? Let me know. I'd love to hear back from you guys and what you guys think of these figures. Which one's your favourite? For me, definitely Genis Vell. He's staying in the collection. He's not going anywhere. He looks awesome. Yeah, what do you think about Grey Gargoyle, though? Let us know in the comments. But if you want to look at scaling, I have got this guy kind of crouched in a gargoyle-ish position. But there they are with the big BAF piece, which is pretty cool, which he would be with because it's the KREE SENTRY and he's a KREE, well, he's part of the KREE Empire and stuff, so that makes sense. So I like that. I like how that looks. Yeah, scaling's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. So guys, which is your favourite out of these two? Let me know in the comments down below. Genis Vell is definitely my favourite in this one, so let me know your favourite in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video. We've just got one more in this series to go now. We've just got Nicholas Fury. Once we've got Nick Fury, we'll do a recap of the entire wave for you. And then, yeah, we'll take a look at the whole wave, and that'll be it for this series. Don't worry, we've still got a ton of content coming up on the channel, including a brand new haul that I've done. We've got an up-to-date toy hunt video. We've got the podcast series starting and the collection series starting. So that's all going down on the channel in this week. So great things are coming, guys. And I'm sure another Marvel Legends series will be right around the corner. Hope you've enjoyed me reviewing this series of figures, though. Let me know your thoughts on this series in the comments down below. As always, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I'm your host, Super Sorrel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you. Bye!